Today I wanted to talk about a bunch of different news that actually happened. The first one is going to be a bit about Vanillaware. So there are, I think, 4 pieces of news that were really interesting. First one, Vanillaware are recruiting for a new project. It is going to be a new fantasy action RPG, which is something they are very well known for. They've been doing it for a long time. Some of the games that they've done in the past were Odin Sphere, Princess Crown, Dragon's Crown, Muramasa. So, like I said, nothing new for them. The last 2 games were very different. Sentinels, Aegis Rim, and Unicorn Overlord. A lot of people thought that maybe they were going to do a follow-up to Unicorn Overlord. That's just not really a thing that Vanillaware do. For the most part, they just hop from project to project. The only thing that they really do kind of similar to that, I guess, they do remasters of their previous games. It's just like an update. They did Odin Sphere, Leaf Thrazer. They did an update for Dragon Crown called Dragon's Crown Pro, and then Muramasa Rebirth, I think it was. So it'll be interesting to see what this new game will be like. They did say it is a fantasy action RPG, so that coupled with the visual looks like it could be some characters from Odin Sphere or Princess Crown or something. Leads me to believe that it will be something more in that line of things. So those are really interesting games. They're not just like straight action RPGs. They actually had some, I think they had choice to them and stuff like that. That looks cool. It's something that I'm definitely interested in. Any Vanillaware project is going to be very good, so you can be assured of that. The other thing I want to talk about is Kingdom Hearts is coming to Steam. Previously, in order to play Kingdom Hearts on PC, you had to play through the Epic Games Store, so whatever agreement they had with Epic has run out at this point. That's something that a lot of people said they didn't think would happen. They thought that Disney would just keep it on Epic, never really put it on Steam, but it is on Steam. As you can see, all of the Kingdom Hearts games are now on Steam, so you can go through all of those. There are so many. It is ridiculous how many different Kingdom Hearts games there are. There's like some in-between games, in between 1 and 2, and then there's some in-between games that are in between 2 and 3. There's like 2.8 and like 1.5. It's all in there. So I think there's just one thing that didn't come to it, and I'm not really sure what that is, but maybe someone can let me know what that is. But that's not all. Apparently the textures in the HD remasters have been upgraded, so the games that you'll get on Steam will look even better than they did on Epic Games Store. So that's something to look forward to for people that are into Kingdom Hearts, or just want to replay it, or play it for the first time. The third thing, Legend of Heroes Kai no Kiseki Farewell O Zemuria is launching in Japan for PS4 and PS5 in September. So not really something for us over here in North America, unfortunately. We still don't have even the first part of Kai no Kiseki, which is Trails Through Daybreak, is what it's called here. That is the 3rd entry in that series, sub-series of the Legend of Heroes series. But it is coming to Japan September 2024, so if you know Japanese, you can play it. But for all of us unfortunate monolingual people, we can't play until someone maybe comes up with a translation, which has happened before. So look for that, I guess, in the future. There are also different programs that you can use to translate. You can also use your phone to translate. So if that's something you want to do, you can do that. The last bit of news I want to talk about is Larian is opening a new studio in Poland. So this is something that has just recently happened. They previously said that they are working on 2 new RPGs. What that means, I don't really know yet. I've heard that one of them is going to be a bit shorter. And if you know anything about Larian, that is, shorter is a relative term, because Baldur's Gate 3 was like 150 hours for a lot of people. So maybe shorter for them is 50 hours still. But yeah, this is something that's new for Larian. They've mostly focused on a single game in the past, and opening new studios is allowing them to do multiple games now. So this new studio in Poland will help them to do that. It seems pretty likely that one of the projects that they're doing is going to be another game in the Divinity series. What form that'll take, not sure. It could be, you know, Divinity Original Sin 3, or it could be something else Divinity related. In the past, they've been willing to do other things related to the Divinity series. So you can think about that as like Divinity Original Sin versus Divine Divinity. Divine Divinity was more of a Diablo-ish style thing, but it was a lot more story-based than Diablo for the most part, and I thought it was still fun. So I doubt they're doing that. They're probably just doing Divinity Original Sin 3, if I had to guess, and then maybe the other thing will be a new IP. Maybe that'd be cool. I'd be down to see something like that. Maybe they could lean in a bit more towards what Baldur's Gate did, something a little bit more serious. Divinity has always been a bit more playful, whimsical, I guess, which I enjoy, but I kind of like the more serious feel of Baldur's Gate, even though it wasn't that serious. I mean, they had a massive troll lady and an ogre, you know, having some very interesting times in a barn, so it's not exactly the most serious thing ever, but I do like when they get a little bit more serious, so we'll see what that is. It could be something completely different. It could be like, maybe they have a sci-fi IP that they're going to be trying. That'd be cool. I'd be down to see what Larian can do with that. But yeah, that is it. That is all the news that I have, so thanks for watching.